I did want to give a quick disclaimer about this video. I wanted to post this video because I've never seen this problem happen before, never heard of it happening before, so I thought it might make an interesting video. However, this is pretty old footage. This happened August of last year, last season. I did end up finishing the season with this particular mower. I kind of want to put this disclaimer out because there's going to be some new videos coming up that if you're a regular subscriber, you're probably not going to be able to fully understand everything that's going on with it without that bit of information. I also want to mention, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, click the subscribe button. But there's something you should probably also note, that the quality of this video, I've upgraded some of my equipment. So the quality, the audio especially, is kind of rough on this one. So they're not all like this, but this is older footage. I had lost it. I found it. I lost it again. I found it again. And finally I'm putting it out there. But I just thought this was a really interesting and very unique thing to happen to a mower. Let me know in the comments before if this has ever happened to you, because this was pretty crazy. Anyways, let's get into the video.
It's very good to keep a log of your mileage that you're using while you're working. Putting down my starting mileage. When I get back, I'll put in my ending mileage. That's really good for tax purposes because I use this as a personal vehicle on top of a business vehicle, so I have to take the mileage deduction. Now I have a record of that mileage, and that's the biggest key. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It could be a quick little log like that, but I always do that. So hit the road. Okay, I'm heading on my way to Walmart right now. Mower's not on the trailer. So the threads for that spark plug are stripped, and I'm hoping it's not on the engine, and I'm hoping it's just the spark plug. That's the issue. So that's what I'm doing. I'm heading out to Walmart. I'm going to pick up a new spark plug. It was a cheap Autolite one, so I'm guessing that's probably what I'm going to get at Walmart anyways. I could stop at O'Reilly's, but then I'm paying a lot of money for a lawnmower part, and I don't want to have to. I just want to go to the shelf and just grab it off there. I also need to grab an extension because I don't have an extension for my ratchet in the truck. And then after that, I will have an extension for the ratchet in the truck. But once we do all that, hopefully, if that spark plug holds, we'll be back in business. Otherwise, yeah, I think it might be new mower time. We got our Hyper Tough extensions. I got a variety of chews. I used these last time, they're strawberry flavored. I got the orange ones, figured I'll give those a try. Saw these Honey Stinger, they're fruit smoothie. We'll give those a try too. Those are for running. So in case you didn't know, when you hit mile 20, like in a marathon, you hear hitting the wall. What's happening is your body is using up all of the calories that you have available to it, roughly when you hit that mileage. And it starts burning fat. One of the things is to actually eat along the way when you're running. If you want to train to eat along the way while you're running too, even with some of these longer runs. Did I go over these yet? I think I did the extensions, and we have the 250 on clearance spark plug. I like the Briggs & Stratton over the Autolites. I just think they're a little bit better quality. I'd prefer a Champion, but you know what? They do the job. And yeah, we also got some snacks because I'm hungry. I might just crack this open right now. Anyways, let's get back to the property and finish up our mowing. Okay, we're back on the road getting more parts. It's stripped out on the machine side. So I have one last ditch effort to try to get this thing, get the ball rolling on this, and hopefully maybe get it to work for a little while. Hopefully get it to work for the rest of the season. But we're now in new mower territory. So unless I can figure out how I'm going to fix the threads on that machine. So I'm going to go run over to O'Reilly's because that's the closest auto parts store. Pick up some blue thread locker. We'll put that in and hopefully that'll hold it in. But as soon as the spark plug is bad, it's pretty much the machine's done, or at least the engine's done. Last ditch effort was a huge failure. That thing is really stripped out. The threads are stripped out all the way through. There's nothing going to hold it on. Basically, and it's the block. It's the threads in the block that are stripped out. I have not touched that spark plug for a very long time, so this is just probably chalk it up to very old and crappy, materials used by Briggs & Stratton. Yeah, I don't know where I'm heading right now. Well, I do know where I'm heading right now. Right now, I got to get that mower off the customer's property. I'll probably bring a push mower so I can try to finish up the customer's property. I only did like one pass on it, and I have to figure out how I'm going to be mowing this week. So stay tuned. I got the come along. I also threw the Ego in there in case I got enough daylight after getting this thing on the trailer. I can at least finish the lawn that I started. So the Ego's got lights, so maybe it's a possibility. Anyways, heading back to the property, I got to figure out how I'm going to get this thing on the trailer. It's going to be fun. I also got a large ratchet strap. Oh, that's not my mower going in the back. There's her big bunk. So I also got a large ratchet strap because sometimes those help too to be used to come along when you really need a long span. Okay, well, it's time to do the push of shame, I guess you can call it. Anyways, let's go get this thing onto the trailer.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Alright, I'm going to get this thing on and I'll bring it back later. I just don't have the time to film. Okay, got it up there. I mean, we're getting into twilight right now, but I don't know if you can tell from the exposure of the camera and stuff, but we got it up here, this hunk of junk. I think this might be the end of the Toro. I'll have to do some investigation, see if I can fix that somehow, but yeah, this looks like the end of the time cutter. This might actually be the last time the Toro is on the trailer. I'll have to go hit up YouTube or in all kinds of forums and stuff like that to see if there's any kind of fix to this issue. I've never seen anything like this before. Literally, all the threads blew out of the engine block while it was running. Idling on top of it. It wasn't even really running. I had turned the PTO off to get off the mower to go move a hose, and as I'm picking up the hose, I hear a pop, and the mower stops, thinking, okay, I'll just get back on. And then when I got back on, it sounded like it didn't have any compression. Well, it didn't have any compression. Didn't have any spark either. So I've just never seen anything like this on a mower before. Let me know. Put in the comments if you have. And I'm going to go head to the internet and yeah, I'll see if there's some kind of fix for it. But I've gone through everything that I can think of being able to do. But I think this might be the end of the time cutter. Finally made it home. Got the trailer parked. I finished up that property in the dark. So I had to get at least one property done today. It's 9 o'clock. Just check my phone. The time cutters in its little hutch right now. Now, I had to stop and get some gas for the truck because it said the DTE said 0. So I stopped and got some gas. And while I was waiting for the pump to fill, I did a little Google search. There's hope. I found a possible fix. I just have to make sure it's going to work for this engine, this plug, etc., etc. And if it does, it'll get fixed. If it doesn't, the next video you'll see, and we'll be introducing a new mower into the fleet. Otherwise, it'll be probably me doing the fix on it. Anyways, it's been a rough day. I started the day and something was telling me, turn on the camera. Record it. I'm thinking I'm just going to be shooting video of me flip edging and stuff like that, which I'm fine with. And I'm sure you're fine with too. And then this happens. It's not coming out. What if it's a heat issue? Like the metal expands, and when it gets hot and now that it's cold, it's working just fine. I don't know. Maybe that's what the issue is. It's a heat issue. But anyways, I'll have to look into this. I'll have to figure out some kind of fix because that's probably what's going on with this because it's in there now. Came back from the auto parts store. I think I got the secret fix. We'll see if this works. Those threads in there are stripped. You can just trust me in that. They are definitely stripped. So step one is we're going to have to tap this bad boy because we got to put a new spacer in it. This thing has like a very weird angle on it, so I got to be very careful. Going up to the top, pulling this down, and trying to get the aluminum shavings out of there without disturbing them. Trying to make sure they're not going inside the cylinder. All right, looks like we got some success. The spacer did not come off when I pulled it back out. Okay, the moment of truth right here. Everything's been put back together. I even checked the oil. I had to put some oil in it, but the only thing that's missing is the gasket for the muffler, so it might be a little loud. That shouldn't bother you. You can just turn it down, right? Alright, I guess Viva la Time Cutter. She lives still. So, yeah, I guess that's all I needed was the thread repair kit for an actual spark plug. Time Cutter gets a little bit more time. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you next time.